Buffalo Bills fans are in a bit of a pickle as pop star Taylor Swift is reportedly making the final push to own the team. It's unbelievable. The Bills Mafia is the league's most vocal fan base, and they're known for hating the KC Chiefs the most. In the past, they've mocked Mahomes and Kelce, even booing Travis's fiancée, Taylor Swift. However, the Bills' future may be tied to the names of Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, as the league has officially changed its rules, allowing the pop star and her fiancé to own a piece of their team. And more, there are no words more painful for Buffalo Bills fans than the bitter taste of defeat to the Kansas City Chiefs' Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs and Bills are not the bitter rivals the newspapers are making out, but instead, Kansas has made Buffalo a laughingstock in the league. The familiar scenario may happen again in the big matchup between the Chiefs and Bills at the Bills' home Highmark Stadium on Sunday, November 2nd. However, the Bills fans will certainly not be happy if their team wins. Sounds strange, right? But this is true, and because of Kelce and Mahomes. The Bills have won 4 straight regular season games against the Chiefs but have lost 4 straight playoff games against Kansas City. KC eliminated BUF in 2020, 2021, 2023, 2024, which even led to the NFL having to change the rules of the game before the Bills vs. Chiefs match took place. Travis Kelce has had 36 catches for 448 yards and has scored 4 touchdowns in 8 games against the Bills, while Mahomes has a passer rating of 85.9 with 1,302 yards, 10 touchdowns and 7 interceptions in 5 games versus the Bills in his career. There are not many rivalries as intense as the Bills and the Chiefs in the current NFL. The two AFC superpowers lock horns once again in Week 9 of the 2025 season, but the last 5 seasons have delivered regular and post-season drama on a regular basis. Patrick Mahomes is preparing to enter Highmark Stadium once again and knows that the Bills fans don't like us, and it is with good reason. While the Bills have bossed the regular season with a 4-1 recent record, the Chiefs have built a dynasty by beating the Bills when it matters most. Remarkably, 4 of the last 5 Bills seasons have been ended by Andy Reid, Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the dynasty-defining Chiefs. That includes last season's 32-29 victory in the AFC title game, which came 4 years on from the first postseason installment of Josh Allen against Mahomes. Read more on N. It was the 2021 playoffs that probably lives longest in the mind, as the Chiefs defeated the Bills with such intensity that the NFL was eventually forced to change its rules. When it's grim, be the Grim Reaper, Kansas City head coach Andy Reid told Mahomes, perfectly capturing an unbelievable back-and-forth ending that was debated for months and still affects the NFL today. Allen was statistically better than Mahomes in that AFC divisional round playoff game, topping the KC quarterback in touchdowns and passer rating. Buffalo also led 36-33 with 13 seconds left in regulation inside a cold and stunned Arrowhead Stadium. Yet, in a chaotic series of events that still defy belief, Mahomes and the Chiefs emerged with a 42-36 victory in overtime, thanks to a lucky coin flip and Travis Kelce scoring the final deciding points. When you have 2 teams going back and forth, it stinks when you don't get to see the other guy go, Mahomes said. But all you can do is play the rules the way the rules are explained, and that's what we did. The Bills and Chiefs combined to score 25 points in the final 2 minutes of regulation, highlighted by Kansas City's Harrison Butker drilling a 49-yard field goal as time expired. Mahomes drove the Chiefs 75 yards in 8 plays before connecting with Kelce and ending the Bills' season in an instant classic. We got tremendous leaders on both sides of the ball, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams, said then Chiefs receiver Tyreek Hill, who caught 11 passes for 150 yards and a TD. Nobody panicked. Nobody was like, oh, the game is over, there's 13 seconds left. We just made plays. 2 months after the Chiefs advanced to the AFC Championship and the Bills were forced to stomach a painfully cruel finish, league owners approved a rule change that guaranteed each team a possession during OT in the postseason. We thought about it before when it came up when Kansas City lost to New England in the 2018 AFC Championship, Bills general manager Brandon Beane said in March 2022. I was watching that game going, man, you got a young Mahomes versus a veteran in Tom Brady, and you never got to see Mahomes get his chance. Brady just took them right down the field. Allen was brilliant for the Bills in the divisional round defeat, completing 27 of 37 passes for 329 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a 136 rating. Performing like a modern franchise QB, Allen twice gave Buffalo a fourth-quarter lead, and the Bills converted a successful 2-point conversion in the same period. The only thing that Allen didn't get right was the coin toss, which favored Mahomes and the Chiefs. It's just tough, to be in that moment again, Allen said. It sucks the way it happened, We wanted to win that game. We had opportunities. In the 2021 AFC divisional playoff thriller, Mahomes and Allen became the first QBs to throw for at least 300 yards with 3 TDs and no interceptions, and have 50 rushing yards during the same game in NFL history. The Bills were 13 seconds away from ending the Chiefs' season, but Mahomes played the Grim Reaper and saved Kansas City. Those guys are hurt. We're disappointed. We're all disappointed, Buffalo coach Sean McDermott said. We're all sick to our stomach. You move on, you try and get yourself to learn from it, but it stings. It stings. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It stings. The Chiefs eventually fell 27-24 to Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals in the 2021 AFC Championship. They went on to win back-to-back Super Bowls, only denied at Championship 3, peaked by a performance for the ages from the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59. The Chiefs have won 5 of their last 6 and are rounding into the sort of form that was the hallmark of that iconic showdown, while the Bills have dropped 2 of their last 3. Sunday could prove pivotal in who hosts any postseason showdown, but beating the Bills in OT during the 2021 playoffs was one of the most exciting wins of Mahomes' career. It took an unbelievable finish and a lucky coin toss for Reid's team to finally put Allen and the Bills away. The guys didn't flinch, Reid said. You talk about an epic game, well, that's the way the players took it. They had tremendous respect for Buffalo, and they knew it was going to be a battle, and they kept going. Patrick Mahomes isn't expecting a warm welcome to Western New York on Sunday afternoon when the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Buffalo Bills in a matchup of AFC heavyweights. They don't like us. They do not like the Chiefs, Mahomes said this week. It is a cool environment. I love playing in historic stadiums, and that stadium has had so many great players play in it. Who knows, it might be the last time that we get the opportunity to play there. It will be a great challenge for us, and they're loud, and that's what you want. You want to go in and be in a hostile environment. I think it's cool, honestly, just because you have to bond together as a team. You do that at Arrowhead Stadium, but you have the crowd behind you, and whenever stuff isn't going well, you can feed off the crowd and stuff like that. Whereas when you're on the road, you just have your teammates. You have your teammates and your coaches, and you kind of have to bond together, and there's going to be adversity, and it's how you can bond together and come out on the other side of that and come out on the right way with a win. The Bills have won 4 straight regular season games against the Chiefs but have lost 4 straight playoff games against Kansas City. KC eliminated BUF in 2023-2024. The Bills are 2-5 all-time in the playoffs versus the Chiefs 0-3 on the road. Mahomes doesn't have a take on the oddity. I don't know, honestly, Mahomes said. All the games come down to like one play other than like 2 games that we've played against each other. Every single game comes down to like one play here or there that someone has to make, if that's offense, defense, whatever it is. I think it comes down to players making plays in big moments, and that's worked out for us in the playoffs and worked out for them in other times. To me, it's just about the next time. It's about going out there and playing against a great football team and knowing that we can think that's going to happen. You have to go out there and play with your best ability that next time you get the opportunity to. In 5 regular season games against Buffalo, Mahomes has completed 64.8% of his passes for 1,302 yards, with 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and 1 lost fumble. In 2 road games in Buffalo, the Chiefs have averaged 23.5 points per game, with Mahomes at the helm, 1-1. Since 2019, the Chiefs led the NFL with 83 wins and the Bills ranked second with 76.